one, and this is Burning Man 2018 by Robot. If this is your first time going, this video will help you find where the porta potties are, how to find theme camps, and some tips and tricks to survive your first burn. Let's get started. Getting to Burning Man is an endeavor in itself. Like most people, you'll probably be arriving by road, in which case, make sure to have a vehicle pass or a Burner Express ticket, which leads from Reno and San Francisco. The speed limit is 5 miles per hour once you hit Playa. Once you get through the line, you'll be presented with a greeter station. Jump out of your car, hug your greeter, and if it's your virgin burn, ring the gong. This is also when you get your who, where, what book. And it has a map, it has all the theme camps listed, it has all the art installations and events. It's kind of overwhelming, there's way too much. Never does anything go as planned. So plan for the burn, but burn your plans. Like most major cities, Burning Man actually has an airport. If you have a friend with a plane or a ticket on the Burning Man Express, you arrive in the Black Rock City Airport. It's also frequented by Burning Skies, which can gift you tickets to fly out with skydivers. I actually had that experience in 2015 and it made my year.
So once you get to Playa, how do you find your friends? Well, if you look at it from an overhead view, you realize that actually forms the faces of the clock, with the man in the center and the temple at 12 o'clock. You have portals at 3 and 9, and then center camp. The first semicircle is known as Esplanade. That's frontage. It's where all the major theme camps are usually placed. After Esplanade is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's in alphabetical order. Burning Man actually has medic areas around Playa. One is at 9 o'clock in C. Another is right by the roller disco on Esplanade. When you have to go, where would you find porta potties? A lot of them are in the C and D, H and I banks when you're in the city. On Playa, they're right next to the man in the 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock. There is one right next to the temple. There's also two in Deep Playa. One of the few things you can buy at Burning Man is ice. They can be found in the 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock portals.
So the origin of this current map system was created back in 1999. The theme was Wheel of Time. The radial streets had been laid out in 15-degree increments and were prompted to name them the numbers of the clock face. It made sense, so the board decided to continue with it. This is the man. He is themed iRobot this year, so he'll be a robotic version of himself. Make sure to check him out before he burns on Saturday night. Riding past the man, you come across the temple. The temple is where you leave a lot of memories of like loved ones lost and memorabilia and ashes and things that you just want to ponder about. This year's burn is going to be really sentimental since Larry Harvey passed away. So it burns on Sunday, and if you get the chance to stay, I highly recommend it. The most inspiring thing about the burn is the art. They're large-scale projects that got shipped all over the world to Playa. So if you get the chance, please support a local artist that's bringing their piece in. Right next to me is the Crown, the Great Great Train Wreck right here. And then I have Jackatron, which is like a giant banana peel.
Majority of the art would actually be on Playa. So here's a quick fly through. Take this as a rough point of estimate because a lot of the art pieces do have a tendency to move. And sometimes it could actually be an art cart, in which case be careful where you park your bike.
Burning Man is known for theme camps. What are they for? Well, if this is your first time coming to the burn, it might be better to find a theme camp that really resonates with you. If you want to be involved with an art camp, a sound camp, a costume camp, a sauna camp, there's just about a camp for everything. So think about what your intentions are for this year, what you really love doing, and who you hope to meet. If you don't have a theme camp by now, most of them are probably full. Luckily, there's walk-in camping, and there's some laissez-faire camps, such as Stag Camp. If you want to be involved, there's camp dues, and depending on which camp it is, they might provide showers, water, and a couple meals per day. So it's worth looking into. At 7 and A is And Then There's Only Love, which is known for their famous dome. On 7:30 and A is my old camp, Seven Sirens. So if you want to check out a pirate-themed camp and have the best booze on Playa, go check them out. Near the 8 o'clock sector, we have the Thunderdome. It's at 7:45 in Esplanade this year. It's hosted by Death Guild. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. If you're thinking about trying out this experience, you might want to get the $50 insurance. Otherwise, it's $30,000 to be airlifted from Playa to Reno. Right next to Death Guild is my old camp, Costume Camp. They're at 8 o'clock in Esplanade this year. So if you came to Burning Man without a costume and you need something more snazzy, I highly recommend checking them out. Just go down our K train, go into our costume dome, walk down a runway, and you get to keep the costume for life. Also, for those wardrobe malfunctions on Playa, we actually have a sewing machine in our craft dome. So this year, I've been really lucky to be placed right next to the French Quarter. If you like NOLA and Mardi Gras, definitely check them out. They also have a dim sum and a bakery themed camp. So at 4:30 in G this year is the Black Rock Observatory. If you love to see the stars and want to see the moon, Mars, and maybe the rings of Saturn, definitely go check them out at 4:30 in G. Their camp is right next door at 4:45 in G. For all those people that was lucky to get a ticket to Burning Man this year, you probably received this in the mail. It's the Burning Man Survival Guide. I highly recommend reading it. It talks about the 10 principles, which is radical inclusion, gifting, commodification, radical self-reliance, radical self-expression, communal effort, civic responsibility, participation, immediacy, and leave no trace. So Burning Man takes place in the desert. It has extreme hot during the day and extreme cold. So for daytime, you definitely need a Camelback. Make sure to have one, and you're supposed to drink 1 gallon a day. For the nighttime, you definitely need lights. There's art cars, there's other bikers, so if you can get some fairy lights, some LY or LEDs to decorate yourself and your bike, that would be great. Another thing to be concerned about is hypothermia, because it drops below freezing on Playa. After all, it is a desert. So make sure that you have your fur coats. I have links on my website to my friends' amazing fur capes.
For awesome costumes, please go to my website to support my friends so they can keep doing what they love doing. Thanks for watching. See you at the burn.